today's topic is immigration. So, what's your idea? What's your concept of immigration? Juan, what is immigration for you?
Okay, for me, the immigration is not the problem. The problem in countries is the several laws and the discrimination.
Hey, that's a very important point, discrimination.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Any volunteer? Voluntarios? Any volunteer?
Possible immigration is leave a country for different problems.
Yes, that's it.
Pobreza.
Poverty.
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 It may be, yes. You know what? I guess that you're right, Mari. When people migrate, it's because they have problems. They need to solve their problems. Thank you very much, Mari. Anybody else's opinion? Okay, so yes, excellent.
Wait me, Maggie. I think the help for the family is about the expenses, and I think they for la
education
de los de agree Juan. Eso. That's all.
Okay,
maybe bad government.
It could be. Anybody else's opinion? Moni, hello. Eduardo, hello. Hello, can you listen to me? Can you hear me?
In this moment, yes.
Okay, excellent. You know what? I'm having some problems with the internet connection. But here I am. Okay, so yes, we were talking about the problems that a person can have, and that's why they feel in the necessity of migrate. Okay, so look at this. Let's go to the next. Okay, can you see the letters?
Only your name.
My name, oh my. Let me check what I can do.
I don't see anything.
You know what happened? That in this case, I was supposed to be the host, but as I am having problems with the internet connection, okay, here I am. Can you see?
No.
My goodness.
Yes. Immigration. Yes.
All right. Can you read the words and tell me if there are any words that are non-familiar for you? Let's write the new words in the chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here I find citizenship. Citizenship is the condition that a person have for living in a country. For example, people who go to the United States and have lived there for a long time, and they have fixed the migration situation, get the citizenship. Citizenship can be something like ciudadanía. Okay, so Moni wrote.
¿Sería algo así como residencia?
That's it. Ciudadanía, residencia, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so Moni wrote poverty. Poverty is the condition of not to have money, not to have opportunities, not to have resources. Poor people have poverty. Pobreza. Okay, so Alfredo, he wrote homeland. Homeland is the place where you live. For example, maybe you are from Mexico, but you live in Cuba, so your homeland is Cuba. Amendment. Amendments are all of the international arrangements that the governments do for regulating immigration. Money, poor. Poor means when people don't have money, when people don't have food, when people don't have the most necessary things for living. And Juan, alien. Alien is a person who is non-natural from the place where they live. For example, if I am Mexican and I am living in Spain, I am an alien in Spain. Attorney. Attorney is a lawyer, Mari. Is a person who can help you with all of your legal issues.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other question, kids? No more words to know? Okay, do me a favor. Let's write in the chat some examples using the words that we have in the screen. For example, we can say that poverty is a social problem that that make people decide to migrate to other countries. Okay, people. Okay, this is my example. So could you write some examples like this? Okay, Juan wrote, the fail in the country administration is the principal cause of immigration. All right, thank you, Juan. Pretty good. Alfredo, yes, this is one problem, but there are more problems. Excellent. That's pretty good. Let's try to use the vocabulary in the screen. All right? So that we can practice using it. Hello, more examples. Are you there? Come on, kids. Excellent. Mary wrote, refugee is when some people decide to leave their country and protect themselves in another country. Mary, pretty good. Moni, the justice is poor for the immigrants in the USA. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you very much. All right. So let's do something different. Okay, Alfredo wrote, the lawyers in the United States are based on legislation. I don't know if a female lawyer is more sensitive to the problems of immigrants. It may be. Okay, let's see something different. Look at this. You know what? In my opinion, immigration involves some other situations. Of course, it is the search for a job, but also when people migrate, they have to be separated from their families, or they can endanger their lives, or they can suffer discrimination. So, what's your opinion? What do you think about the situations that immigrants face? Could you talk to me about that? Or could you talk to us about this? What's your opinion about the problems that immigrants suffer? Hello? Let's talk, okay? Let's not write, let's talk about it. So, Mari, what do you think about the problems that immigrants can have?
I think um, I think repeat the question, please.
Oh, yes, of course. What is your opinion about the problems that the immigrants can have when they decide to migrate?
Can help.
So what are the problems that immigrants have?
The problems are bad government and poverty, no job, no money, no security in the country. No, no, no. no good school for the children. Or no is a no school no has no es a good school, es a un buen nivel,
A good level of education.
a good level of education.
That's it. All right, Mari, thank you very much. Yes, those are some problems that force people to migrate. Okay, so Mari, who's your victim?
My victim, Alfredo.
All right, thank you.
Okay. There are many problems. Because separate families, people. Principal finding a good job or a good pay. There is not good communication with the families, and there are abuses with the money and in the housing or the food. The gringos take more money. If not pay me, I maybe denuncio. How don't say denunciar? And in this moment, the Mexican or immigrant have problems. They got fear, have problems and fear about this is moment. And I prefer pay a gringo, and that's see you later.
Yes, that's it. I agree with you. Thank you very much, Alfredo. Okay, Alfredo, who's your victim?
Okay, Juan.
All right. Thank you.
Is Juan in English? In English is Juan, or is John?
That's very good, Alfredo. Very good question. Names, of course, have some similars in different languages. For example, Juan in English, John, in Russian, Ivan, in Italian, Giovanni, etc., etc. But your name is never going to be changed. For example, my name is Margarita, and if I go to another place, I keep on being Margarita because in my documents, I am registered like that.
When I change the name in others country is for familiarizarse or
To make familiar, to feel familiar with the language, but it's something like an alias. For example, when you talk about Paul McCartney and Paul McCartney came to Mexico,
it's
nobody, it's Paul McCartney, nobody said, Pablo McCartney is coming. Yeah. That's it. So, or Nicolas Cage, Mr. Nicolas Cage, and in Mexico is Nicolas Jaula. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. When I prefer my nickname is Alf. This is I use it for my friends. Is this is a problem, or I say when I present with my friends, or only I hope espero que ellos me entiendan. No.
Yes. You know what? Your name, Alfred, is like for short. For example, I am Margarita Argot, but for my friends, I like to be called for short Maggie.
Maybe.
That's the same.
Okay. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, teacher.
All right, my pleasure. Okay, so Juan, all right? Juan, hello.
Hello, teacher. I don't the question, please.
Ah, yes, of
My
course.
computer is off, is turned off.
Oh, don't worry. Okay, yes, the
Okay.
question is
Yeah.
this one. What are the implications and the dangers that immigrants have when they migrate? For example, risk. Do they suffer from discrimination? I don't know. What's your point of view?
Well, the principal risk is the discrimination in, and is so dangerous for the people that think what, o que ellos se sienten superiores. O sea, hay personas que se sienten superiores y piensan que los inmigrantes son malos. Sería en inglés traducirlo bien.
Okay, hello. Yes, no, it's okay. Don't worry. You know what? Sometimes this is a piece of advice for a conversation. Let's suppose one that you are talking to a person who doesn't know anything about Spanish. So what would you do for having communication? Because to that person, it's impossible that you ask, hey, how do you say this in English? So don't worry too much about translating sometimes. My piece of advice is use the elements that you have for having communication.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yeah, because in that case of the other person doesn't speak Spanish, my goodness, what would you do?
Quería para ayudar a esas personas, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Que el audio está muy poco. Ya le subí todo el
Yes.
volumen. Ok, I have these people to sería exigiendo,
Ajá. Demanding.
demanding more laws for help use and create organization for help us help say.
It's okay, Juan. You know what? You are doing pretty well. If you don't know how to say a word, explain it. So you did it pretty well. It was the correct.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Yes, you know what? I think that the international situation for immigrants is an issue that everybody would pay attention to because it's a question of humanity. It affects to everybody. But well, okay. Juan, who's your victim?
Sorry?
Who's your victim? Who's the next person to speak?
Okay. I'm called Monica.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moni, hello. Okay, maybe Moni is having some problems with her microphone. In the meantime, I would like to say hello and to welcome to Gerardo. Gerardo, welcome. How are you?
Good night, teacher. Thank you.
Hey, that's great. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm very busy in my home world,
Yeah, I think so.
university.
Yeah, but guess what? It is going to be so short. We are just to the middle of the course, and when you realized, we finished, and that's all. All right. So, Gerardo, guess what? Today we are talking about immigration. So, we were talking about the dangers and the situations that immigrants can suffer. What's your opinion about it, Gerardo?
My opinion by immigration is,
Yes.
is little opportunities in your country, and immigrants very times um, mm, ¿cómo se dice llegan?
Come.
Come the country and at working for a big position economic.
Excellent. Yes, they look for a better condition, for a nice life, something that they couldn't get in their country. Thank you very much. Okay, so
Thanks me,
Bernardo,
thanks teacher.
thank you. Thank you, Gerardo. Bernardo, can you speak now? Bernardo, hello. Let me check, Bernardo, if I can help you. Okay, could you speak? Try to speak. You don't have a microphone. Bernardo, do you have a manos libres for a cell phone? You can plug in the manos libres, the headset of your cell phone to the computer, and so in that way you can work. El manos libres de tu teléfono lo puedes conectar a la computadora. Estás en un ciber. En los ciber también tienen diademas con micrófono y con audífonos. A lo mejor te pueden prestar uno. Si no, no te preocupes, puedes participar escribiendo. You can write, okay, Bernardo? All right. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. And so, yes, we were talking about these situations, these sad situations. Okay, Bernardo, don't worry. If you can't speak, write in the chat your opinions, okay? Okay, so do me a favor. Everybody, let's write in the chat what are our opinions about these questions. Look, here we go. Here we have some questions. For example, the first one. When is immigration helpful to a country and when is it harmful? Helpful means good. Harmful means bad. Okay? Write in the chat, please, your answer for this question. Aha, okay, Bernardo, very good. The immigration is bad in my country. Okay, Bernardo, pretty good. Alfredo, Gerardo, Juan, Mari. Alfredo, he wrote, help when remesas arrive in other countries. Alfredo, very good. Thank you. Okay, Bernardo, very good also. Juan, the immigration is helpful to a country when the alien are prejudicial. Juan, I think that it is opposite. Immigration is harmful, dañina, to a country when the aliens are prejudicial. Aha, harmful, it's okay, Juan. Gerardo, Mari, Moni, what about your opinion? Okay, Moni, pretty good. Helpful is when the people sell drugs. Moni, I think it is harmful. Harmful means dañino. Helpful means de ayuda.
Teacher,
Yes.
opinion in the chat or speak?
In the chat, please. You know what is the objective? I want to check your writing so that I could help you to correct your grammar and spelling.
Thanks, Master. Okay.
My pleasure. Okay, Juan wrote, then when the immigration is going to other country to work is helpful. Aha, that's it, Juan. When the immigrants go to other country to work, that is helpful. Okay, excellent. So, Juan wrote, then when the immigrants go to other country to work, it is helpful. Many times immigrants uh, flee their country because they are flee from their country because they are criminals, and that is harmful to other countries. Yes, okay. Bernardo, the immigration bring problems to public health. Bernardo, we are going to change the order of the words. So immigration bring problems of public health. Okay, Gerardo, immigration is for poor people. Let's change the order, Gerardo. For poor people, for money and for good life. Okay, Mary, helpful when the other country has a job for the immigrants. Hey, that's great. Excellent. Okay, kids, very good answers. Thank you. Okay, Alfredo, Teacher, I have a conflict in the Institute of Astronomy. Only use alien for, yes, Martians or extraterrestrials. Why alien is used for immigrants? The word have double meaning or depend on the use. Yes, Alfredo, it depends on the context. There are some words that are used in different ways and depends on the situation, on the context. Yes, you're right. When we are talking about astronomy, alien is an extraterrestrial, an ET, or a Martian. But yes, alien means the one that is not original from that place. For example, my friend Abdullah is coming to visit me next week. He comes from Arabia. He is an alien in Mexico because he is not from Mexico. He is from Arabia. Okay, my pleasure. Anybody else, kids? More questions or more comments? Well, Moni, alien is somebody who is not from here. It doesn't mean that alien could be a strange person. No, it means that they weren't born here. That's just that they were born in another place. Yeah, you know what? That term alien sounds like as Alfredo said extraterrestrial, but no, it means the person from other country. Okay, Juan Solorzano wrote, because in countries like the USA, there is not much workforce, then immigrants are useful. Excellent. You know what? Talking about this, I would like to comment. There are some countries where there is not a lot of people. There are not a lot of people, and the government of those countries ask for people to go to live to those places. For example, Australia. The government of Australia a time ago was offering job. They were job offers for people who wanted to work and live in Australia because the population in that country was not very high. Another case was Italy. There were some islands in Italy, little towns, where the government of Italy was paying people to live there and to work there. They were offering housing and they were offering work also. I guess that in those cases, immigration is not only good, but also necessary. Excellent, Juan. In Australia, Canada, they offer work. They need for immigration. Hey, that's pretty good, Alfredo. That's true. I was thinking of going to work, giving visas with easiness. Yes, that's it. But it's only for a limited time. Aha, that's it. You know what? I knew also that in Italy, they were asking for people to live there and to have family because they don't have many young people in their countries. So they need children, they need youngs to live there. So they were asking for people to marry to people over there and have family because those countries need citizens. I'd like to go to Canada and work and speak better English. That's it. Yeah, it would be helpful. But you know what? In Canada, the English that you should speak, I mean, is British English. And there are some provinces where people don't speak English, they just speak French. For example, I guess Quebec. It depends where you go. I guess that in Vancouver they speak English, but in Quebec they speak French and English too. Okay, excellent. Well, something like that happens here in Mexico. If you go to San Miguel de Allende, you will find that there are many American people living there. Even the currency that they use is the dollar, not the peso. So here in Mexico, it happens the same. Okay, Juan Solorzano wrote, I like the British English is more elegant. Yes, that's beautiful. It's more appropriate, more correct. Okay, Moni, Mari, any other opinion? Okay, Mari wrote, Mexico doesn't need immigrants. There are many Mexicans who need work. That's it. That's it, Mari. Pretty good. Indeed, I guess that Mexico was formed by immigrants. Mexico was a place who grew up and changed and evolved with the customs, with the language, with the food, the dressing up, the music of different immigrants, different countries. So that's why Mexico is so diverse. Okay, Juan wrote, here in Chiapas, in San Cristobal de las Casas, there is a lot of tourism and many of them stay to live as immigrants. That's it, yes, excellent. All right, you know what? I think that we could be talking for a long time about this beautiful topic, but guess what? We have finished. Time is over. Okay, Mary wrote, but immigration is necessary for diversity. Hey, Mary, that was very good. You're right. Diversity is formed by many different customs, uses, food, clothes, all of the cultural elements in a country. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your participation, for your attention and your attendance. I hope to see you next class, meet you next class, and have a very beautiful night. Okay, Moni wrote, immigrants in Mexico sometimes are necessary for tourism. Hey, that's great. Moni, very good. Well, kids, thank you very much for your participation and meet you next class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher, and good night to everyone. Everybody. Sorry.
It's okay. Everyone and everybody is the same. You can use it.
Okay, it's perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Good night.
you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Not